G'day, Marty. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate the comment, mate. I wanted to give you some insight, and I hope you take this the right way. This is a big mental shift for me, and I hope this advice is valuable for you. So your comment of saying savings is a rich man's luxury. I very rarely drink, don't smoke, don't have expensive habits or hobbies. I'm always just surviving. I'm sorry to hear that, and this is the reality for so many people. But what we've got to realise is that in times like this, particularly when we've got high inflation, inflation is a universal tax on those who fail to act in spite of inflation. So your buying power is reducing. The big question we need to ask here is, how do we increase our income at a rate above and beyond inflation in order to exceed the rate that our buying power is being eroded, and create surplus that allows you to have more comfort in your life and also have surplus in order to fuel your future goals? Because finance is pretty simple. Finance is the comparison of your active income, the income that you earn by way of employment or business, your expenses of what does your lifestyle cost, and then how much surplus do you have left over. So let's say, for argument's sake, round numbers here, that you earn $5,000 a month net, okay? And if you're not saving, I suspect that your expenses add up to $5,000 per month. Now, the aim of the game needs to be for you to get back to a 20% surplus. So you need to work out, how do you increase your income from $5,000 to $6,000 a month? So $1,000 extra a month. Now, assuming that $1,000 doesn't just get eaten up in additional expenses, assuming that you commit that to surplus, that will mean that you now have $1,000 a month that you can use to build wealth with, to start getting ahead with, to start saving. Because you're right, savings is a luxury of the rich, and the rich are defined by individuals who have the ability to control what they do with their income and commit their income to work for them by way of assets that work for them 24/7, 365, with no sick leave and no annual leave. And the only way that you get from surviving into being rich is to make sure that you have a surplus that you can commit to building wealth. Now, the common rebuttal that I get, and I've had this in my entire career, because traditional financial advice teaches you that income is fixed and all you can do is cut expenses. And I call bullshit on that, because life is expensive. You need to make sure that you have the ability to maintain a certain lifestyle. And when you cut beyond a certain point, it's like you're not cutting fat, you're cutting muscle, and then you compromise your ability to sustain the journey. So my view is to control expenses, to set a realistic expectation of what your life costs, and then grow income, right? And people have picked on me for this for ages, but it's easier to grow your income than it is to cut your expenses. So what you need to ask yourself is, okay, in that particular example that I gave you, if you need to earn an extra $1,000 a month, what would you need to do to be $1,000 per month more valuable to someone? So have you had a conversation with your boss to say, okay, I've set this target, I want to get myself in a better position, I need to earn an extra $1,000 a month after tax. What would I need to do to be that much more valuable to you in this business? What targets would I need to hit? What would I need to do? Now, your boss may say, hey, actually, this is what you can do. Or they may say, hey, yeah, can't do that. So then you've got to work out, well, what have you got to do to increase your value to society, to increase your value to another business in order to make that extra money? Do you need to earn more skills? Do you need to update your CV? Is it just about how you sell yourself? You've got to work out, how do you create profitable and marketable skills that allow you to earn the income required to allow you to be rich, by whatever means rich means to you. Because that's fundamentally what this comes down to. We're in a capitalist system, and in a capitalist system, you are remunerated based on the value that you create for society. In other words, if you want to make big bucks, you got to solve big problems. And if your problems that you're solving right now for your employer, or maybe you're running your own business, for your clients, is rewarding you at this particular level, and that's not enough for you to be able to have surplus, then you got to level up the value. And either that's real intrinsic value, so you've actually got to add more value, or it's about helping those people understand the perceived value and therefore remunerate you based on what you're worth. Because there's many people in this world that are adding value to the world, but they're not being rewarded appropriately for it. So that's the way to tackle it, mate. If I can help in any other ways, or you've got any other follow-up questions, let me know in the comments. What I will leave you with is that you will make a decision as a result of watching this video. You will either find a way, or you'll find an excuse. And for as long as you find an excuse, you will stay exactly where you are. But when you start looking for a way, you'll change your situation really quickly. I hope that helps.